We have an apology for not meeting customer expectations with the cube rate reveal. You guys might have heard something floating around about cube rates and some compensation with cubing going on in KMS. And customer conference written inquiry answers. So even more, I guess. 2 new notices today. Blah, blah, blah. I've prepared with the user advisory group. An update to the suggestion notice board from before, talking about their thoughts on 275 new questions already. Damn. So this is common. In March, we released the cube potential reset logic and detailed rates. You guys might remember that from a previous video. And in that time, we released insufficient information and were not able to consider or meet our customers' expectations. We sincerely apologize to our customers for any disappointment that we caused. When we added legendary potential in August of for the inconvenience and disappointment to the many customers who love MapleStory because we couldn't provide detailed information, or didn't. As the General Director of MapleStory, I would like to apologize once again. Not long ago, we started a user advisory group to make a better MapleStory. They suggested a compensation plan which would convey the meaning of apology to the many customers who believe in the future of MapleStory and are waiting for it. Accordingly, the following compensation plan has been prepared. We have humbly accepted this compensation plan and would like to take this opportunity to once again sincerely apologize to our customers. In the future, we promise to be a trustworthy game above all else. Next on cash will be given to all customers who have used cubes in the past 2 years. All worlds. Ideas to use red-black additional cubes in the past 2 years will be given NX cash. Use cubes that were purchased without using NX cash, Maple points, or reward points will not be included. For example, cubes required from event rewards. These cubes purchased from the Maple auction were originally purchased with NX cash. They will be included. In Reboot World, cubes purchased with reward points will also be included in the NX cash payment. The limit of 2 years has been set because of our game usage period retention. Yeah. Usage record retention period. We request your understanding for the restricted period. Like, they just can't possibly... They just don't keep the records for longer than 2 years, right? Cube rate reveal? What cube rate reveal? Wait, what? This one right here. Did you not see this? Look at those tier up rates in KMS, dude. Jima says that, well, we're talking about KMS right now. Used in the past 2 years times cube regular selling price and cube type ratio. Oh, they're also... Okay, they're compensating for regular price even if you bought them during a sale. That's cool. If a cube was purchased with reward points or a discount sale price was applied, the payment amount will be calculated based on the regular selling price. Even if purchased black cubes in the third payment. Nice. Okay, that's good. Next on cash ratio given out is the same as the chance of getting potential such as boss, ID, and drop for each cube in the last 2 years. Yeah, so for people who were unaware, basically what they revealed with all the cubing is that triple line of boss, triple line of IED, and triple line of drop are not possible, just impossible. But they never really said that that was going to be a thing. So basically, this is like the compensation for that, because the amount of people who were chasing for these numbers, like trying to go for them, and the amount of people who lost out, or how much you lost out on based on these potentials not being possible, is of course very, very, very small. Because these are in both these cases are pretty much like triple primal lines, right? So this is very, very low amount of opportunity that was lost. Not nearly on the order of magnitude as it was for Flames and Honor Experience. So this compensation as a result is much lower. It's not like 100% plus a whole bunch, right? So red cube 1.1% of all of it, black cube 0.8%, and bonus potential cube 0.2%. For Reboot World, they will be given Mezzo, Used cubes that were purchased without using Meso will not be included from event rewards, etc. Also the 2-year limit. And of course we don't have bonus potential, so it's going to be 1.1 and 0.8. Come to all worlds. If you consider free in-game cubes within the compensation range, even if it was given an untradable form, we expect that the impact on the game economy would be increased due to things like recreating items through spec ups, so we excluded them. They're basically trying to not make the same mistakes that they did with the flame compensation, because there was a lot of fallout afterwards. And part of the fallout also, I think, was that they based it on the flames that were used, not bought, right? Because it should be based on used ones, not bought ones. Because if you buy a flame and give it to someone else and then they use it, that other person doesn't get compensated, but you do, right? It's really weird. So that's why they're doing it based on. Wait, are they doing it? Yeah, based on used now, right? Not based on bought. And also they don't want it to affect the economy as well, which of course is more of a non-reboot thing. Myself and probably most of you guys watching don't really have that as a main thing in your brain. Reboot World can purchase cubes using Meso and reward points in a cash shop, so that means the means of acquisition are limited compared to non-reboot. The means are limited, but the access to the total is way higher for us. Because of the world's characteristic of items being untradeable, we included them in the compensation plan. Nice. This is where Reboot is superior world. Kappa. It will take some time to accurately organize and verify the exact payment targets and amounts of Nexon Cash and Reboot World Mesos. As soon as the payment timing is determined, we will inform you through a separate notice. So again, we can assume that GMS is going to do the same thing, probably pretty shortly after KMS finalizes everything. And this is mainly going to be useful, I think, for non-reboot, right? Because of the amount of money spent, and it's real money back in the pockets of people who basically got scammed, kind of. Well, basically got scammed to a minor amount, but still scammed. And for Reboot, you can imagine this being a very, very small amount. Like, even if you spent 100 bill on cubes, this is only going to give you probably 1 bill or a little bit less than a bill. So it's not going to be in the order of magnitude of like, hey, look at this flame compensation. Now you can just redo all your flames on all your items and get crazy flame. Like, it's not that order of magnitude whatsoever. This is way more timid in that sense, I guess. Way more limited, limited run. So on behalf of all MapleStory users, we will donate to social activities that require help. Okay, we will contribute socially on behalf of everyone who cherishes MapleStory, and going forward, MapleStory will develop together with everyone. The scale of our social contribution is meant to express our apology for not meeting customer expectations. We're planning a total, so this is like a PR, making a PR move here. We're planning a total of 5 billion won, which exceeds the total amount of Nexon cash that will be paid to Nexon ideas that have used cubes in the past 2 years. We are considering appropriate methods to make our contribution in various ways. We proceed with a method that reflects the opinions of our customers as much as possible. Again, like, if this is what you want to do, that's great. Let the users have a say, right? Let them have some kind of say for some percentage of what you want to do. KMS will go full people ride if they find out GMS rates. Aren't cubes in KMS usually like half the price of GMS though? That is not the team I set up. Okay. Yeah, okay. We don't think this apology will relieve the inconvenience and disappointment that you have felt all at once. Therefore, our development team will work as hard as possible so that our customers can be proud of playing MapleStory, even if it takes many years. Please look forward to the path that we will take together with MapleStory in the future. Kangwonki. All right. And then there's another small part here with customer conference written inquiry answers. We have completed the answers to the questions submitted in writing at the customer conference of April 11th. Okay, we apologize that we took so long. We'll do our best to become a MapleStory that always listens to your voices, dude. I mean, they're saying the right things, you know? There are a grand total of 275 questions which they answered. You can see them all for yourself on the site using the link above. Oh, Jesus. It's the second tab at the top. Obviously, I'm not going to translate all 275, but I think you can get the general idea of most of it by using Google Translate. So they actually went and... Okay, all of the written inquiries, they answered all of these. Post a list of things that I think are most interesting. So this is from Max, so this is not I here, but this is Max. And I have scheduled dates rather than a lot of other things which simply say that they will review them. Because I imagine that's like 80% of the replies. Might have been some bigger things, so please let me know in the comments if you have any specific questions. Okay. Cubes and other probability type items. The final configuration color change ticket has 341 possibilities, and the metal armor camouflage conversion chip has 360 possibilities. Each color has an equal probability. Wait. 341 Wait, there's not that many colors, are there? That's... Yeah, that's Kaiser color, and this is like the mechanic color. I don't know, 341 and 360. I don't know if it's that many colors. That's kind of crazy. Guild content. There will be a flag race reorganization in June. Okay, interesting. There will be Sharinian Underground Waterway reorganization in June as well. That's pretty quickly. It wasn't even announced that long ago. I think what they'll do for that one, actually, it was what I heard a lot echoed, is probably make it so when I say reorganization, it could be a small thing or a big thing, right? And get ahead even more. A way to check guild content participation will be added in June. Noblesse SP will be given for absolute guild content points. Noblesse SP will be given for absolute guild content points to reduce deviation, and new ways to getting Noblesse SP will be added in 2021. Okay. A Noblesse skill hotkey will be added in June. There are 341 different colors available on your clothes and for those things. I think they only use like 12. I know that there are way more colors than that. I'm saying there aren't that many colors in the game that we have access to. I don't believe that. The ability to include a message when applying for a guild will be added in June. Nice. It'd be like an unban request. A feature to turn the guild member log on notice on off will be added in June. Thank you. I mean, I love it when the guildies log in, but when I'm trying to do some recording or something, and there's like the login pop-up just comes in over everything that I have gone up, it's like a feature to turn the guild. And there are no plans for in-game voice chat, including for guilds. Okay. In-game voice chat in MapleStory. That would be interesting. You join it, click on the guild. There will be a seed reward reorganization in 2021, so that's Oz, right? The seed. Reboot. The Reboot passive's boss equipment drop rate applies to all equipment other than Absolab and Arcane Shade equipment. Passive boss equipment drop rate applies to all equipment other than Absolab and Arcane Shade equipment. Oh. Wait, so Absolab and Arcane's drop rates are not multiplied by the passive, but the pitch boss items are. Huh. They will improve the ability to get the 7-day Monster Park badges in September. Ooh. Improve the ability to get the badges. So not the current medal, right? Not the 77 clears, but like the badges that you get sometimes from the box. Which might mean that we're actually getting a new best in slot badge, guys. Maybe, finally, yeah, finally, something better than, well, not like a potential badge, but better than your Crystal Ventus badge, baby. What about non-reboot? Fuck non-reboot. Can't you guys trade those things? Content. There are no plans to release the other Cygnus Knight Chief Knights. I think people would have known that by now, that they weren't going to do that like 8 years after. When did Mihal come out? The ways to acquire reward points, including from content. If you have already cleared that content in your account before, will be added. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. Getting pop-ups for things that you already did 15 years ago on another character. Like, please. There are no plans to add a story replay feature as it is currently too difficult to implement. Like, replay with the same character. So you'll just have to replay it with a different character then. Who was that? Mundabun on Maple. Thank you very much for the 3, dude. Scardor kiss to you. Congrats on that silver badge, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. Convenience. You will be able to open the Legion UI in boss entry waiting maps in June. Just let us open it everywhere, okay? If we try to click and go to Legion and we can't do that everywhere, that's fine. Just let us open it so we can switch our Legion anywhere. Like, that's all we want, all right? We just want to open the Legion UI and switch our shit around before we enter the boss fight, not have to run away, go switch it, and come back. Okay. You'll be able to craft node stones in bulk from the V-Matrix core fragments in 2021. Wait, do you have to make those one by one now? Wait, that's horrible. Wait, how was this? Okay, how was this not in the original, though? Like, the original release. When did Fifth Job come out? 4 years ago? How was this not, or like 4.5 years ago? How is that not in there immediately? So it's going to take almost 5 years to implement this. That is just wild. An option that lets you choose the colors for different chat messages will be added. And honestly, this is just what they need to do, because people have different forms of color blindness, or some people have no color blindness whatsoever. Just let people decide what color they want, okay? So they can just see it. That seems like the simplest option. Just don't pick something, because it's never going to be good for everyone. The only way it's going to be good for everyone is let everyone pick colors, and then if there's still a problem, then just add a new color. You know. Finally caught up to old school RuneScape. You know, it only took us a decade and a half, the fro. You know. We'll get there. It's baby steps, dude. Baby steps. We are closing in at a rapid pace now. Let's be honest. We were like a steam train on our way there. Alright, so for this, let me know what you guys think about that. The compensation, probably going to be rather small, but we'll see how that works out exactly. I guess I can include a link to all of the questions, and you can use Google Translate if you want on these. Classification. Oh, written inquiry, this one here. So this is, wow. 275. So if you want to see all of these questions, it says applicable or not. It says review, expected. It has all of this there. If any crazy questions here that you guys want to look through that you can find, I'll link all of this in the description. it is like directly Google translated, but it should be pretty. Flag race is scheduled to be completely reorganized in June, and the phenomenon will be improved altogether. Or together. That seems 4 to 104 is about guild. A lot of guild questions. The seed. A lot of questions about